Stop aim training for Valorant. I know this is very contradicting to everything you've heard other people say. I know there's some people who think the same way, but I'm gonna show you in an actual game why aim doesn't matter for Valorant. So before we start off, I want to talk about who this is actually meant for. And the people that this is actually meant for is people who are in low elo, not necessarily high elo. So up until like diamond 2 or 3, I would say that you have to really like not aim train. You know, there are some things that you could still be doing in a program like aimlab or something else that will improve your gameplay significantly, but those are for other reasons than to get good aim. What I want to get into first is crosshair placement, which is the superior version of aim. And as you can see, as I'm going around the map shooting people, absolutely destroying them, you're going to see that I'm not flicking my mouse at all. I'm not flicking my mouse when I'm playing. I'm not flicking my mouse when I'm shooting. I'm simply just moving it into the right place, and I let the enemies do the work for me and walk into me. And what that does is it makes the chances higher that I will win that fight. And in theory, taking fights in Valorant and winning fights in Valorant is basically just maximizing the chances that you win the fight, which means that if you have your crosshair exactly on the person before you even see them, that means that you're gonna be in a better position than the enemy. And especially compared to where you're just flicking and not practicing your crosshair placement as much as anything else, you'll see that you're having a less high chance to win the fight because flicking is way more inconsistent than having good crosshair placement. So if you're wondering why you are inconsistent in Valorant, this might be one of the factors. And I'm not saying that aim training is inherently bad. I'm just pointing out that there are way better ways to improve at Valorant than just to be a good aimer, because there's so much more at play than just shoot, click, and win. Now you might be asking, well, what do I do with that time that I would spend aim training now? And what I recommend is to do what I'm just doing right now and playing deathmatch. Because deathmatch, it doesn't just train your crosshair placement, it also trains your movement, your aim a little bit, not too much. And overall, you'll just notice a big difference in the way you play, and it'll make you smarter positioning wise and other stuff. And obviously there are some exercises that you can do that will significantly improve your gameplay, but that's for other reasons than because your aim starts being good. What I'm talking about is something called mouse control, and that's one of the most integral things about the game because it directly relates to when you're placing your crosshair somewhere. It's basically being comfortable with your sensitivity. And if you're not comfortable with your sensitivity, you're not going to be able to adjust your aim very much, like I am, into the right spot to one-tap people. And I recommend, if you are really like itching to play aimlab in low elo, I would recommend to get comfortable with your sensitivity by doing tasks that require you to either be very precise or that involve tracking, because that kind of mimics the way you're supposed to be tracking around corners. And I know that you'll be practicing that regardless of if you do that. It's like a bonus thing. I don't necessarily recommend it. Either way, this was it for now. I'll see you guys later. Bye.